slowly people come in, so
Yeah.
we can banter for about a minute, and then I want to do like a proper
Okay.
introduction. And
Okay.
so people who are slowly joining, I was just asking Nikki if this was like, because usually when you're on tour, in my experience, depending on what kind of tour it is, it's every 4 or 5 days you get a hotel room.
You know what? It just depends on how if we sometimes we're just in a place for like 12 hours on our day off, so then we get day rooms. So then
Just-
there's like two rooms that we can
Yeah,
shower in because if we leave at 2 in the morning, we're all not going to get
yeah,
hotel rooms.
yeah.
So we haven't had well, okay, so we weren't supposed to have a hotel room for a while, but a couple of days ago our bus broke down and we were stuck in Spokane, which is a very
Wait a
lovely
minute,
place
your
to be stuck.
bus broke down.
Yeah, we were a half hour outside of Spokane and we were just at a gas station and all of a sudden there was just a puddle of oil
Oh
in
no.
our there was like a lake. I felt really bad. I mean, they cleaned it up, but it
Yeah.
was kind of a disaster. So we missed our show in
No.
Eugene. Unfortunately, we've never had to miss a show because of a bus breaking down, but I think we also had really long drives. So in
Yeah.
between, then we had to go to Reno and basically here we are finally. We're back
Oh
on
my
tour.
God. That's so hardcore.
But
Like,
it's okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's
we'll make up the show, but it's just
yeah.
we
Well,
physically
how do
there
you
was a
make up a
crunch.
show if you miss it? Like, how does that work?
We're doing another tour, which hasn't been announced. It's going to be with a bigger band, but right before that, in September, we can
I
tag
see.
it on there.
I see.
So that's
Oh
what
man. And this is the first show you guys have ever missed ever?
because of a bus breaking down.
Because
But
of
once
yeah.
we missed a show because Brian broke his arm.
Oh.
Once because Christopher fell off his scooter and like tore off a couple of fingernails, and it was so
Okay.
traumatizing. But other than that, this might be
I
the third show we've ever had to
okay. Well,
postpone.
that's actually
Third
pretty
or
good
fourth.
because
Yeah.
because first of all, let me just go ahead and begin this. This is one of my favorite human beings of all time. And by the way, and even saying that, okay, yeah, you know how I feel.
Hey.
This is Nikki from Silver Pickups. But how do you say your last name properly? Is it how it's spelled? Because
Um,
I always trip out when I say it. I'm like Monninger or Monninger?
Monninger. Monninger.
Monninger.
But I think if we were living in Germany, it would be Monninger.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyways, you
But
can say
here,
whatever, however you want.
I know Nikki Monninger.
Yes. And you
Okay.
know what? Usually I don't do these live things because I feel nervous. But
Oh,
with you, I'm like, okay, let's just do this.
I
Because
feel.
I'm gonna have Brian beside me and he's such a big talker, which is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
great.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I can just sit back and go, uh-huh, uh-huh. And then
Uh-huh. Well,
but
here's the thing, Nikki. It's National Women's Day,
you know what? I
so
just saw that. I'm
I know.
so
So I was like,
excited. Did you plan this or
I
is it just
not necessarily, but it kind of worked out that way. It kind of
yeah,
worked
that's
out
nice.
perfect.
Happy Woman's Day.
Happy Women's Day, even though
Okay.
it is happening all the time.
Yeah. Every day
Um,
is Women's Day.
every day is Women's Day. Okay, well then let's just kick off this interview,
Okay.
right? So
Yep.
I it's so funny because I remember very well, like, when the Silver Sun Pickups came into my orbit because I was thinking, because 'cause I'm a Valley kid. I'm from Los Angeles.
Mhm.
Are you from Los Angeles?
I was born in Miami, but we moved to
Wait, can we stop right there? There's something about you that kind of is, like, born in Miami.
okay, what is it?
It's a flair. You have flares.
Okay,
It's
okay.
you have a flair, and I feel like there's something about that. Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but I grew up I mean, I was born in Miami, so my first memories are like football games, like University of Miami,
Mhm.
Dolphins, Bob Greasy, all the '70s, and I was born in
Right.
'74,
Uh-huh.
and then I grew up in Orange County in Los Alamitos.
I
Um
have a lot of cousins over there.
oh, okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
let's just,
I mean, it means nothing, but I'm just saying I spent a lot of time in Orange County, in the '80s.
And then I went, to UCLA, so moved up to LA, and then I was on the West Side, and then after I graduated, I moved to the East Side, and I got a place with Brian.
Okay,
We were
and then
roommates.
I heard this thing and I was like, "This is the most adorable story online," and tell me if I'm totally wrong. You guys met on a plane.
Yes, we were
Is that
going to
true?
an exchange program to, Cambridge, England to, study abroad for 3 months. So he was coming from his school and I was coming from my school, and then it just happened to be the same program.
And you guys were on a plane, and he supposedly, this is what I read, you were relatively sitting close to him, and you were trying to steal maybe a drink
I mean,
from the
he always mentions it. I'm like, "Guys, this is the one time I did that." I'm like,
you're like,
"Well,
"You're
because
making me sound weird." Yeah.
so we were in college, but the drinking age in England was 18 and here
Right.
it's 21, and then
Yeah.
I just was, like, sneaking. They were free, I wasn't stealing, like,
Yeah.
things that
No.
weren't free, but
No.
technically I was underage, so then I just took one, and
So
he loves talking about that.
how old were you when you met Brian then?
It I think, like 19, probably.
Okay, so you guys were super young, super duper young. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was a big, like, and I just went on this trip as I mean, I wouldn't say a whim, but it was just like I just decided I saw it was happening in like 4 months. I'm like, I'm gonna work all summer and
Yeah.
go on this trip and have a
Yeah.
great time. And I had gone on an exchange program in high school and to Stuttgart, Germany, and then it kind of like sparked my love of travel. And
Yeah.
so I don't know what inspired him to go on this trip, but
Yeah,
we
yeah, who
ended up being
knows?
on the same, and we're friends with so many of the people from this trip. It like was really a core like moment in our lives, I think, of
Yeah.
like a
Well,
definitely catalyst for change in a
that's,
good.
like, the coolest part about 18, like, that those years in everyone's life, you meet, like, your weird, like, family outside of your family. You meet, like, your people. Like
Yes, yes.
yeah, like, you
Yeah.
meet your people, and they have a significant, they just have a significant role. Like, I know for myself, 18, 19, I met, like, a group of artists that all of a sudden, like, inspired me to either be better or whatever, just inspire each other. Like, it's just that it's such a cool
Yeah.
age. It's such a cool age, and whether or not you still hang out with these people, maybe 10 years later, it's like, really important things happen at that time of your
Yeah, no,
life.
I'm still hanging out with a lot of people
Yeah,
from that trip, or people who, knew people who've gotten married because of that trip, and it's just like,
that's a trip.
and then I think I just went on a whim, like, I wonder what would have happened if I would have ever
If you didn't.
if I didn't, yeah,
Yeah,
so here we
and
are.
yeah, and so Brian yeah, and here we are. And so Brian, which he is an interesting fellow, I mean,
Yeah,
to
we
say
love
the
him.
least. Yeah, like,
A
we
lot of
love Brian,
energy.
and, like, yeah, does he just seems like there's something about him, and I wonder if he saw this in you, like, he just sees things in people and pulls it out of them maybe a little bit? Is he like that?
Yeah. I feel like we made really good roommates because he's so outgoing, always wants to like
Yeah,
throw parties, and I'm more introverted, but I think he
yeah,
brings it out of me, and then I'm like,
yeah,
all right. So then we got really good at like having parties, like, and we're like, it's 7 o'clock. Let's start a party at 7:30, and then all our friends came over who like had nothing to
yeah.
do. They're like, "Where's the party?" And we're
And
like,
next
"Come
thing you know,
to
it's like
our
a big
house."
it's
Yeah,
probably like a big party.
yeah. We'd have bands play at our house. It was
Oh
like
my
a
goodness.
really, really fun time, and we lived together. We were roommates for, I think, maybe 7 years. It was, you know,
So, like, can you describe somehow, like, the night or the week or the month or the year that you realize, like, "Oh, let's be in a band together?" How did that happen?
well, he was, in another band, um, at the time when we were living together. He just started a band. He was playing bass for it, but I know I always would hear him playing the guitar. He was
Mhm.
always, like, creating all these really interesting guitar riffs and sounds, and so I would always hear them, and then, we had talked about like, "Someday, let's be in a band together,"
Right.
and I remember talking to him about it in the kitchen once, and, it's just like, "Hey, yeah, let's do this," and, so then at the time, um, our other roommate was his girlfriend, Elvira. She's like, "I'll play drums," and then
Her name was Elvira?
yeah, it still is Elvira. She's still a very close part of our life, and we love
Okay,
her.
that's
So
a
she played,
fucking cool name.
yeah. And then, my boyfriend at the time was named Kennedy. So for a couple years, it was just the 4 of us playing, and then right at about the same time, they decided to do, like, Kennedy was.
Kennedy. Hold on.
Yes,
Hold on.
Kennedy. Because he was from the valley. Was he from the
Wait,
valley?
that's the same Kennedy that I know?
I think. I mean,
I think it might be. Wasn't he in a band with? He was in a band with friends of mine. I
maybe
think.
Eves was in.
I I think I know who. Did he wear
Um,
glasses? Did he
no.
wear glass? Okay,
Yeah, yeah, he did work.
sometimes, not all
Sometimes.
the
Yes,
time.
yes, he did.
I think it might be the same
It
person.
probably is. I mean, he spent his whole life like making music, and so he just wanted to do his music. And we're like,
Okay,
okay. Around the same time, like Elvira wanted to go do other. She just didn't want to be in the band anymore.
right,
So, and then Christopher had become our friend. At this time, we were just he actually I was playing music in his band. I was playing keyboard, but we knew that he was a drummer too. So then he joined our band, and then Joe I had first met Joe barely when we were at UCLA, and then just through friends in Silver Lake, you
right.
know, over just coming to our parties, and,
Yeah, yeah,
had
yeah.
a nice group of friends that would, like, always be, barbecuing or just playing music together, and so there's a
What
lot of
what what year is this kind of like? What
moved in '97, so I would say this is all, like, '98 through I think we moved out of our house in 2004.
like I feel like 97, 98, like those 4 years before the year 2000 was huge for a lot of people of our generation. There was something about like I don't know, it's just well, not only was it still the '90s, but, like, we had, like, gone through this grunge phase, but we, like, we were teenagers or in our early 20s when that was happening. It was almost like
Mhm.
anyone who started a band after that had all this, like, weird a certain kinda love for music. Like,
Well,
you
it
know what
was also right before all, like, the internet, electronic like,
Yeah,
not electronic music, but, like, the internet changing
changing everything.
how the
Yeah.
music industry works.
Yeah, we were still, like, technically kinda living in the '80s, like, as far as how the business model was.
Yeah, 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 we
You know
were,
what I
like,
mean?
excited that we
Yeah.
finally, like, to it took us a couple years to make a 7-inch, and we're like, "Oh
Yeah.
gosh, we have our 7-inch,"
Yeah.
and,
It's
our
just
friend Todd, who is now our tour manager, he had a store called Sea Level Records, and
okay.
so he would have us play there, or, this was a great time and, like, specifically for Silver Lake, where
Yeah.
there was
God,
a
yeah.
Silver Lake Lounge, there was Spaceland, and all these, like, great places to just come, like, they
At
would
any
have
and any ni like, at any night, you could just go
any
there.
night, they would
Yeah.
have, like and then at Mondays were always free,
Yeah.
like, residency nights, so we would do residencies, and then it would just be like they made it so easy
Yeah.
to try to be in a band and to nurture
Yeah.
young bands, and
And you made so many friends, like, in the circle of everything that was going on. I mean, it was like I feel like we got really lucky, even though I wasn't in a band at the time, I was still in the scene. I don't like the word scene, but you know what I'm talking about. It was just
yeah.
like it was a great time to be, like, a young musician in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I
It
agree,
really was.
although the people who were doing it in the early '90s always think that they have the edge. They were like,
That's true.
"You guys were the newcomers,"
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
which
and,
I
like
agree with them too, but I
yeah,
do feel like we hit the last sweet spot before
you did.
the internet changed everything.
You totally did. I'm trying to think of some venues, like did you guys ever play the Coconut Teaser? Remember do you remember the
I
Coconut Teaser?
remember that. I was in another band called Let's Go Sailing with
Uh-huh.
my friends Shayna and Tanya, who was actually our cellist too,
Oh,
and
wow.
Silver Sun.
Okay.
She was in the Kissing Families video, but I think we might have played there, like,
Coconut
once. I don't know if Silver Sun ever did, but we pretty
yeah,
much played
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah. Did you ever play Dragonfly? Remember Dragonfly?
I oh my gosh. No, I remember going there. I'm trying to think if we actually played there. I remember
Yeah.
seeing Social Distortion there,
Yeah,
and I was
tons of
so
that's where I used to
excited.
play. My little
Yep.
bands, I used to play there all the time. But it was just a yeah, but bottom line, it was a great time. It was a fantastic time. Okay, I have other questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we done with the first question?
Yeah, we're done with the first We're
Okay.
done. I wanna actually know more about even though you kinda talked about your early years, which was, Miami, Orange County, whatever. But I kind of right? Well, no.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
but
just blowing through my early years.
I kinda wanna know more about, like, your cute preteen moment. Like,
Oh.
what was your obsession back then? Like, as far as music is concerned, like, what artist or band was just like or just what was the deal? Because I feel like a lot of us creative kids have just interesting taste or sometimes very popular tastes in their early teen years. And I'm just curious about little Nikki. What was little Nikki? Not to reference Prince too
Darling Nikki.
much.
No, but to reference Prince,
Yeah.
because I had older brothers, so I would say one of the first albums, like vinyls I ever played was my brother's 1999. And
Mhm.
when Purple Rain came out, that was huge in our carpool. It's like all we could talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And there was that. And I mean, the first Madonna album and also
Yeah.
like The Virgin.
Which one was that? Was that True Blue or is that am I
You're so late. You're a little younger than me.
yeah, I get
It was like,
yeah,
I
like
don't
what
know,
was that
third or
called?
fourth. It was just called Madonna.
Oh, okay. It was her first one, Sierra. It was just Madonna. Yeah.
But really, like, I think Prince had a huge influence. I remember we were selling chocolates at our school, like whatever, the chocolate drive. I forget what it's
Oh
called.
yeah.
But I was like, what I really wanted to earn enough chocolates, like chocolates sold to get this giant Prince on a motorcycle button. And I was like so excited because
Yeah.
I hit my mark. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like, this is something that will inspire me to sell a lot of fucking chocolate.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that's when we used to go like door to door. We would go around our neighborhood and try to sell chocolates in a little box. They would be this
Ugh,
cardboard box,
how
and then
precious.
it was really
So cute. All
but
all to get that Prince pin or what
yes,
was it?
and I
Yeah.
got it. But
Yeah.
it was just funny because it was like the giant ones.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
now, actually, my daughters, they're on soccer, and I'm so excited when we get the giant buttons
yeah.
of like
So
them on.
nostalgic.
I know. I'm like, I always put it on. None of the other parents do. They're like, why are you wearing your
You're like, because I understand how cool this
I'm like
is.
clanking. It's like,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I'm sure did you ever like do you remember Oz on Ventura? Do you remember like or maybe because that's Super Valley. I don't know.
what is
Maybe not.
Oz? Was that a
Was like a store on Ventura in the 80s and 90s, but if you were in Orange County during
I was
your
just yeah, my mom didn't let me out of, like, a two-block area,
Oh,
so
okay, got
but that reminds me, my friend we had a friend, named Christine, and she would play at, like, Azari's, so we would
Mm,
have this big trip up to LA
yeah,
to
big and
go
it
to
was a big
Azari's,
deal.
and we would see, like, the guys from Skid Row, and we're like, "Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh."
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
That is a big deal. So, yeah, we both have a mutual love for Prince. We've always known that. Actually, that was, like, one of the first things I heard about you. She's like, "She really loves Prince." I was like, "So do I. Then we'll
oh
probably be
my
best friends."
When we when we played at First Avenue one of the times, Prince's motorcycle was in the back. I
Yes,
don't
and
know
they
what
took
it was.
it's not there anymore, but yeah, they had it there for a while. Did you freak out?
Yes, and they let me go on it and, like, taking pictures on Prince. It was
What?
exciting, and we did
Yeah.
a whole trip around. We went to the house that the
Yeah.
outside of the house,
Purple Rain House,
Purple Rain House. We went to the
Paisley
Winnetonka or whatever
Paisley
lake.
Park. Did you go to
We went to
Paisley
Paisley.
Park?
We did, at the time, I wanna say it wasn't open when we went, it was right after Prince passed away, and
Yeah.
I don't think it was, like, really open for visitors, but we went along, and, like, did as much
That's
visiting as we could, but yeah.
that's pretty cool. Okay, I do wanna ask you this question because I am always curious because I'm a mom too, and it's just like it's just one of those things like you're not supposed to it's not that you're not supposed to talk about it, it's just like we don't because it is what it is. But, like, because you go on tour, I know the times I have, and I don't know, how old are your girls?
They're 13.
They're 13, okay. Both of them? Are they twins?
They're twins.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's really cute. And
Yeah.
okay, so first of all, do they know how cool you are? Do they have any concept? Do they know? They know,
Um,
right?
I think they I think they love me however I am, and it's like,
That's
if
true.
anyone ever asks them, they're like, "Who's your favorite artist?" They're like, "Mom." And it's really cute, but I know that
Yeah.
they have other favorite
Yeah,
artists,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
of
think they're
course.
just trying to be nice to me,
But
which is really
like, so they're 13, so you were touring before they were born, obviously you toured after. How was that transition for you? Like, how was that? Was that difficult? Because it was
um
difficult for me, I know.
Yeah, no, I think basically takes a village. Like, my
Yeah.
husband works overtime to do everything while I'm away, and we're so fortunate. We have, the grandparents are all living
Oh,
within
that
a half
is
hour. A lot of grandparent help, a
that's
lot of
everything.
friends help, like my friends, they're helping with giving carpools as
Yeah,
well, or giving Scott a break and then taking them for to sleep over. But I think it really does take a village, and it's
it
very
does.
hard to, for me it's hard for me to be away. I think it's easier,
Yeah.
like, for them because they get to have so much more quality time with
Nothing
other
changes in a
family
sense.
members.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
I usually, I mean, I've already talked to them about 5 or 6 times a day. Like, we talk all the time,
Yeah. That
and,
helps.
and sometimes at dinner, they'll just leave the phone on, and I'll be, like, talking like we're
Oh,
so
that's perfect. I know, like, well, I'm sure was it probably harder when they were, like, younger? Like, when they were
yes,
little,
I think
little?
it has gotten easier,
Yeah.
but the other like 2 weeks ago, we had just started tour, but it was bingo night at the school, so then I went home for a night, and, like,
Right.
I often go home, like, if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah. If you
any
can,
opportunity if I can, but yes,
it
no,
makes
but it's,
sense.
I would definitely say it takes a group effort, and I'm really, grateful
Yeah.
that I have such a supportive family,
Yeah. No, I mean, it's
but it is
everything.
very hard.
It
Yeah.
allows for it to even happen. So, yeah.
And when I first had them for up until they were about 7 months old, I didn't tour.
Mhm.
Um, and our friend Sarah came in, Sarah Negadari, so she played with the band, I think, for about 9 or 10 months, like,
I
I
didn't know
think.
that.
Yeah, I left in September, and they were born in December, so I was about 6 or 7 months pregnant, which was getting very difficult to
Yeah.
just be playing for 2 hours, and then I was learning how to, like, hold the bass on the side because I was just getting bigger. Just physically, it was
Yeah, you
hard.
can't well, you just yeah, you can't I have, like, one photo of me playing some weird show in downtown LA. I don't know what it was, but I'm, like, 8 months pregnant, and it looks insane because 'cause I'm playing the guitar like this,
Yeah,
and it
you have
was
to play different.
highly yeah, I was highly uncomfortable. I think after the show, I was like, "I'm not doing that again." Okay, I wanna talk about the new record, and I wanna talk about Butch, and I wanna talk about all that stuff. So what I'm mainly curious is because I don't know what this is like because I haven't been in a band in a million years, but, like, what is the studio energy for you guys while you're recording? Like, how does it just, like, if you can slowly explain, like, how you guys record? How do you begin to
Okay.
record the album?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the energy is wonderful with Butch. I mean,
Yeah.
we record at his house, and then we also record at, Billy Bush's, his engineer's place,
Okay.
which is right in Atwater. It's like I walk to it, I get
Oh, great.
so nice. But at Butch's, let's start at Butch's house. It's just
Yeah.
so sweet. The energy is great. We love his wife Beth, his daughter
I
Will.
okay, hold on.
Their animals are
I'm
okay.
obsessed with Beth.
Oh my god.
She's like she's one of the coolest people I think on the planet. Like,
She is.
besides you and Gail, who are the other like, you and Gail and Beth. I'm like,
No, no, I love Beth, and, we've recently been, texting each other cute shoes, like, I'm like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
this is what," 'cause she was looking for some Mary Janes for their daughter, and I was, like,
right.
excited. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so
Yeah.
much fun."
And then there's Bo, who's like
Bo is
it's beyond.
immensely talented,
Yeah,
and
beyond.
yes, she did backing vocals. We did a holiday song, and she did, like, the high vocals. It was beautiful to have her be a part of that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but so the energy is high, like, it's just sweet. It's just at his house, we're just chilling. So the first hour we go in there is usually just hanging out. Like, Brian will talk about all the movies he's just seen,
Mhm.
and then, like, we're just hanging out,
Well,
and
it
then
it kinda seems like whenever I hang out with all of you, it does seem like Butch has a really beautiful relationship with you guys. Like, it seems like almost family.
it does seem,
There's,
yes.
like, a real family vibe,
Yeah.
like, it just seems like he connects v you guys have a connection, for sure.
Yeah, no, I hope there's never like, I don't think we ever wanna record with anyone else, so hopefully he
I bet.
wants to.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah, yeah, no, everything, it does feel like he's they have all become our family, and then even his dogs and cat, we love, it's just like
Yeah.
a fun, it's like we part of the reason why we made, something called Silver Sun Big Ups, where we did a song called David Lynch Has a Painting Made of Flies. I was like, after we're done recording, we don't want to leave. So we're like, what else can we do? And Brian's like,
Yeah.
Butch, didn't you have a story about like Prince that you want to like? So it's
Oh
just
my
been
God.
like us. Basically, we record more because we don't want to leave. And
I get it. I mean, I understand. I can only imagine. I mean, I only know as a person, but I can imagine that as a producer, he's just like a dream, and not just because he's Butch Vig. It's
yeah, no, I haven't
because
even talked about the music. Yeah, no,
yeah,
he like all of a sudden he'll sneak us into recording. Like he'll be like, "All right, guys, let's stop talking and like record." And then he's just so fast at what he does. Or you know what I really enjoy about him, especially, is because he also appreciates the band as a unit,
yeah,
and he cares about what everyone thinks, and it's
yeah.
not just
About
what the lead about the
yeah,
lead singer or about the
right,
like what
right,
most people might think is the most important part. He's like, "How do you
right.
want the bass to sound?" Like, I'll just describe something, and he'll be like, "All right, like, but get some pedals, and then it'll be better than the sound that I was trying to
Oh God,
describe."
I can
And
only imagine.
and it's so nice to see him talking with Chris because as the great
Yeah,
drummer that he is, it's like so interesting to see them collaborate on drum parts. So I just think he appreciates what it takes to be a band because he is,
right.
as
He's in a
as
band.
a drummer himself, he
Yeah.
like knows what it's like. So
Yeah,
just
I can only imagine that just being a fantastic experience, and I totally understand why you would guys would be like, "What's the point of asking another producer in the future ever?"
yeah, no, we're
Like,
just
why?
like
Why?
we recently actually it's been a little while now, but we did a song for Yo Gabba Gabba, which is for a children's show, and
Okay.
then we're like,
Wait, back when it was happening.
no, we were supposed to do it back then, and that's, like, the one regret, maybe not the one regret I have,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I was like, "I why didn't we make it work out?" They asked us to do it, and like, could never be there
And that was
to
such a
record.
huge
I
show
know, so
for
when they
kids.
said it's coming back, I got so excited, and I was like,
Okay, so wait, I didn't know that it's coming totally back?
"Yes, it came back, and we're on it, so you need to see that."
I will hand listen, Nikki, after I hang up with you, I'll go look it up on
Yeah,
YouTube because that I can't believe I didn't realize that.
and then I asked, I said, "Is Party in My Tummy taken? Can we please have that one?" So we got to record that with Butch, so
Oh my oh my god. Okay, well, I definitely have to listen to that.
yeah, no,
That's
look at
kind of
we did a
crazy.
video. We're, like, in the show and everything, so
You're
we
in the
still
show
well, I mean, we did a video for it, like, yes,
for the thing. Okay,
like
I see. No, I actually like, do the I'm sorry, I'm, like, yelling. Do they do it in the same format like they did before? Like, where they have the snippets of yeah, and they would have
yes,
bands
yeah,
come in, the whole thing, and so you guys are
yes,
doing that?
we're doing that, yes, you got it.
I'm jealous.
Or if you could just take a minute right now, you could just watch it and then, like, I'll hold
Yeah,
it,
and
like,
then come back?
yeah, okay.
I actually would do that if my computer worked because I told you before we
Oh,
came
that's
in
right,
that
we discussed that earlier.
yeah, we did discuss that earlier. Um, how do you I mean, I think you've been touring long enough to this is like a stupid question, but I have this jotted down because I know I have my own answers for it, but how do you stay sane on tour? Like what's your let's how do you do it?
Uh,
Like with like cuz here's what I feel what happens like the first week is kind of, always okay, and then after the second week I always feel like weird. I start you know what I mean? Like, I just start feeling, like, a little special, and so I tend to, like, start to cocoon more and
mhm.
talk less. Like, what do you do?
Well, I think we all have kind of agreed that around 3 weeks is our sweet spot. Like, if you start going more than that, I think
Yeah,
it does get really long, and, we
it
don't wanna
does.
be away for that long, so,
Yeah,
um, but, I go out usually in the morning, like, I'll wake up, I'll call the girls before they go to school
right.
and talk to my husband, and then for the next, like, 4 or 5 hours, I'll go out into whatever city we're in and just, like,
Yeah, just walk around.
walk around. I usually look like, find, like, if there's a museum open or some, like, destination like that.
Mhm.
Or the other day, we've been playing a lot of ski towns, so we were in
Oh.
Ketchum, Idaho. Yeah, we're just I don't know why it all
It's
happened.
for some reason, also, whenever anyone says ski towns, I'm like, it's like a 1980s film to me. I have
Yeah,
no
we
idea
went to
what.
Aspen. They have a great museum there. We went to Aspen, and, Jackson, and then we were in Ketchum, and then I was, like, just walking towards the ski slope just to see civilization, like,
Yeah.
but then all of a sudden I was, like, walking in ice and snow in my tennis shoes. I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, "This is not
but
working."
but I actually made it to the lodge. I was like, "I'm gonna get there."
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
just love to take, like, walks by
Yeah,
myself and just
yeah,
discover, kind of see what's out there, and sometimes actually Brian will join me, but a lot of times they go to bed later than I do, so they're kind of
yeah.
on a slightly different schedule,
That's really funny.
and then
Do you have, like, a favorite city that you like to play?
I have many favorite cities, but,
Yeah, t
I was just talking to someone about this last night. I love Tulsa. We all do.
Oh, really? Tulsa,
We're all
Oklahoma?
Yes, we play at Kane's Ballroom, which is one of the best places to play, I think, in America, and,
Really?
we
Well, tell me why. I'm very
oh,
curious.
it's an old, like, Bob Wills. It's like an old, I don't wanna call it Western, but
Like
it's
honky
like
tonk.
honky tonk, yeah.
It's okay.
Yes, and the floor is beautiful. It's
Yeah,
just was built in the '20s, and it's just, like, a lot more care was put into,
yeah.
building
It's
a
good.
place.
Does it feel like it has, like, a like, energy? It
It
has good,
feels like it
yeah,
has a good
it's
energy. It
yeah,
has a
yeah,
really good energy, and we love the people that work there, and every time we
yeah,
go, it just feels special. And
yeah,
also that, venue used to kinda be on the outskirts of town, and now over the past 20 years, we've been watching, like, there is the Woody Guthrie Museum, like, all these things have been
yeah,
built up around it, and I just feel like it's nice to see a city, like, going in such a beautiful direction. And it has the Philbrook Museum, which is one of the most beautiful
oh,
museums, and also, we visited the Outsiders
oh,
Museum. They
oh, wait,
Yes.
from the movie?
From the movie, the guy, what's his name? Everlast, I think. He I'm not remembering
It's
his
okay,
name.
it's okay,
But,
it's okay.
yeah, so they recently, updated it, and now it's like a place you can visit,
Oh
which is
my god,
another
that
cool
sounds
thing about it.
cool.
But also, like, say, DC and the 930 Club is one of our very favorite places to play.
Okay.
And, of course, First Avenue, oh my gosh, that is a very special place as well. So, I mean, we just try to enjoy all the places we're at too. Like, every night, we always make a point to say, "This is our favorite pla," it's just like we're
Yeah, of
trying to be in the
course.
present, and I feel like, we get to play at a lot of old theaters, and so it's just like a lot
Yeah,
more
those are the I honestly, like, any theater is, like, my favorite thing to be at, like, I love
Yeah.
playing theaters.
Whenever
There's
we're
a
playing, I'll look up and see, like, stained glass or something, like,
yeah.
so the ceilings are always so interesting, so it's
No, yeah, it's just got cool, like, cool vibes,
yes.
cool vibes.
Yeah.
There's a question here, and I feel I just don't wanna ignore it. There's Silver Sun Pickups was supposed to be on an upcoming Smashing Pumpkins cover album. Will SSPU covering Pumpkins ever be released? That's what the question is.
Oh, I don't know that we were I'm
I
sure
know,
we
I
would
didn't
love
know that
to do a cover, but
I know.
I don't, as far as I know, we haven't been asked. But if we were to be asked, we would love
Yeah,
to.
I have a feeling that you would be asked.
Well,
Yeah,
let's just leave
figure that
that
out.
open.
Yeah.
We did a cover of a Fishbone song.
Oh, no way, which
And so
one?
hopefully that will be, a song called "In the Air," and I love how, and then again, we had Butch, we're like, "Butch, will you record us?" Like,
Oh my god, that's
and we
such
had
like a
so
f
much fun because 'cause I'm not a funk bassist, but I was trying to do, I feel like I
Norwood?
tried to do the best I could
The
to,
best Norwood, right? It's Norwood. Am I thinking Norwood? Yeah. Norwood was the bass.
Angelo.
Angela's the singer. Then there's, like,
Angelo is the singer.
yeah,
Yeah,
who I've got a fantastic story about him.
okay,
Want a little bit like a
sure.
teeny story? So, Fishbone, obviously, big I mean, if for anyone here that's listening, Fishbone, if you don't know, which would be crazy if you didn't, Actually, wouldn't be crazy. I don't mean that to offend
Right.
anybody. But they were, in the 90s, especially 80s, 90s, they were a big deal, especially if you were like a kid on the West Coast. I mean, I think especially.
Yes. Always like
Um,
with like No Doubt and
oh
Sublime.
yeah, like
Like all of them would play all the time together.
that whole scene.
Yes.
And one time I was at home and I'm like, who is cycling on their bicycle up to my house? And I was like, who is that? And it was Angelo.
Oh, was he
And
going to your
because
house?
my sister she worked at Insomnia. Do you remember Insomnia on Ventura?
No,
I don't know if, okay,
I don't.
it was like a popular coffee shop like in the 90s.
Oh,
And
uh-huh.
he would go there all the time. A lot of interesting folks would. And he was bicycling up to our house with a book. And I was just like, what is he doing here? And sure enough, my sister's name is Planet. And by the way, Nikki, if you love me,
Oh
you
my
would
gosh.
love my sister. She literally is her name.
Have you been have you
Planet
been
Swan.
hiding her? Have you been
Hiding her?
where you
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, she hides herself. No, she hides
okay.
herself. She's kind of like a leprechaun. And next thing I know, Planet's like, "Oh, is that Angelo?" I'm like, "Yeah. What is he doing here?" "Oh, he said he was going to bring me by a book. Have him come back. Have him come in the backyard because she like lived in my dad had a studio in the back,
She
but there were
older?
she's older, 4 years older. And yeah, I mean, one time like um my dad there were two like phone lines in our house. There was like the studio line and then there was like the
Oh,
house line.
fancy.
Yeah, and it was the number was 501 Swan. That was the
Oh my
studio.
god.
And and Dave Navarro once called us to talk to my sister like in the 90s. So like you need to Planet Swan she's a very
Wow, what a great name.
oh yeah, no, and
Can I
she
still
is
call 501 Swan? Will that still get
oh my god, yeah, it was 818-501 Swan. Go ahead,
First it was
try it.
818.
Yeah, 818-501-7926. That was the studio
Oh,
line.
yeah, okay.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt the story, but yeah, Angelo
Yeah, well,
Fishbone, I digress. Okay, you guys did a cover
mhm.
of
We did
Fishbone.
a cover, and I'm
Yeah.
so excited to have it come out someday, but
And so no
let me
it's
know.
never come out.
I don't think it's come out yet. No.
Ah,
I think they were doing maybe for a tribute album or something they're putting together, but,
okay.
uh
I feel like it's time for them to come out of I mean, I feel like they've done a couple shows in the past 10 years, but rarely any. Like, it'd be nice if they resurrected a bit. Be very
yeah,
cool.
no, I think that Angela's still playing around, so
Oh, he
well, you know
definitely
what? We'll see what happens.
you should
But
follow
it
him on Instagram. It's very,
okay.
very fun.
Well,
Yeah.
and then also to follow up, yes, if we ever get asked to do a Smashing Pumpkins,
Yeah.
I'm
You'll do
sure
it.
we will. That'll be fun.
I'll make sure that happens for
Okay.
sure. I will. I will. Well, Jesus, you've answered all my questions. I like
Mhm.
even the questions that I have here, we just like answered them by talking.
Oh,
Just by
okay.
talking how we do. Oh, okay, wait, there's one more just for fun because you're a band member. Can you give me 3 words for each band member to describe them?
Oh my gosh, why would you?
Because it's fun.
Well,
Let's
Joe.
go. Let's start with Joe. Let's start with Joe.
Okay, Joe is sort of introverted, but very like he's always seek. I can do 3 words. He's always
Okay.
like
You can
seeking.
just
He's
yeah.
always seeking knowledge. He's always
Okay.
like reading, and so I always admire him for
Yeah.
always doing lots of research. And I think he is thoughtful.
Oh,
And
that's actually very nice. Those are very nice things. How about
and
Christopher?
Christopher, he is very thoughtful too. This is why we've been able to stay a band. I feel like everyone is
You know what?
like
And we
aware.
should actually
I would say
mention that.
Christopher even more thought like he's so what?
We
What
should
you're gonna
mention that
say?
real quick. You guys have been together for 26 years, right? Technically, even longer?
Yeah. Well, 26 playing. Yeah, our first show is in May of 2000. No, no, no. Yes. I can't remember.
Yeah. But
2007.
yeah, to your point, yeah, sorry. You guys have been together a long time. Sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Christopher.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Yeah, no, it's so nice because I just wanna say a lot of nice things about Christopher.
That's okay.
He goes
You
out of his
can.
way, but I'm like, "Hard?" Now you're like, "What do I say?" Um,
Just a quick
but
little blip about Christopher.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's kind and thoughtful, and he's very talented. He practices so much. Like,
yeah.
I think he's always, worried. I think like we all are, like, we're worried about disappointing each other. So, like, we all wanna
Mm,
be ready to do our best. And also
yeah,
just we want to make the audience have a special moment, and so it
yeah,
means a lot to us. Like, we're not just blowing off things.
yeah. Well, that
And that
actually, I mean, and real quick before we get to
Bri.
Mr. Brian, you can tell you can tell that by watching you guys play. Like, it just feels like you guys are all so Elmer glued together. Like, you guys are really, there's like just something you can't, I mean, it's almost a miracle, right? Bands
And
are
I mean,
so
how
hard.
many bands get to
It's,
do
yeah,
this for as long as we have?
not a
But
ton.
we were just talking about the it's gonna be the 20th year anniversary for Carnivus, so
Oh,
people were
wow.
asking if we were gonna do like a
Like an
Carnivus,
anniversary
which
tour.
we would love to do, but also we're, like, doing a tour for Tenterhooks, so
Yeah,
we're trying but I told someone the other day, I was like, most bands when they do like a album for a 20-year anniversary, they're, like, broken up, so then the
right,
plan
right.
is they're like, "Yeah, this is the date," but now
Yeah.
we're still active, so it's hard to weave that in to
Yeah,
plan
it
for
almost must feel kinda like we're still going, so
so we were
to go
talking
back.
about maybe the 21st anniversary
Okay,
or
that's good.
it'll happen. Um, okay, so back
Okay,
to Brian.
Brian.
Um, I think Brian is he's very inventive, he's very creative, he's always seeking also he's always searching for, like, new music, he's, like,
Yeah, he seems
always
that way.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
would also add on he's very, kind and considerate as well,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
but he's always craving new, 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 new. I think
yeah,
maybe I am also, like, more leaning and I think maybe Christopher too, to the past,
right, a
like
little bit more retro.
Brian will, like, look in our practice or our storage space and be like, "Let's get rid of everything and just start new," and we're like, "What? We
Like,
can
are you
still"
insane? No.
No, but that's just the way he is, and so
Yeah,
I think, like, he's very good at not, like, keeping a bunch of junk all around,
right.
where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that was an important piece of paper from, like, 2 years ago."
Well,
So
he
I
also
think
kinda seems to me like this, doesn't he have kind of a producer's mind as well? Like, he's like a producer in his
I
own
think
right.
so too in the grand scheme of thing, and also he thinks very cinematically.
Yeah,
So,
I
when
see that.
he went to school for film, so I think
I didn't know that.
it is his passion. So, he's always thinking of things in, like, as a movie score or, like, in the grand scheme of
Oh, that
tying things
really,
together. I think a lot of our albums are tied together by a similar theme, like, weaving
yeah.
through it, and I do think he thinks about scores, and
I
that
love
is a
this.
passion of his.
Now that you're saying that, I totally see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. I know, I just see that in him as well. Like, he
yes.
has, a real, like, I don't know, just like a mad scientist energy of, like, just, plug this in, and not necessarily a scientist, but you know what I mean? The energy of somebody who's super curious, who wants to know
Yeah.
more, wants to know, yeah, just like
But
he,
that's why it's great to work with Butch because he, like,
yeah,
captures that. He's like, "I know what you
yeah,
want," and he, like, weans it into something
like
that
fruition.
it comes to
Yeah,
fruition
yeah,
through Butch because Brian doesn't know how to work all the
yeah,
knobs, but he knows what he wants in his
yeah,
head, and he can, like, sing something or he can play a melody, like,
yeah.
start
Or like,
something
this is
small.
there, or give like an example. Like, this is more like
Yeah,
what,
and
yeah.
that's why it works so well with Butch because Butch is like, "I know what you're talking about, and here's how
Yeah.
we can make it come out of the amplifier."
What? It's just, God, you guys are, I
I'm
mean,
just
not
so
only are
happy
you
we should do this every day. I would love to just
this?
see you. Yeah, because I just get to
Oh,
see you once a year,
I
that was
know. I know. I'm bummed you guys on this tour, you're not dropping through Minneapolis, are you? You're not. I think I
No,
looked.
we're doing another, like, a tour with a bigger band in the fall, and so we can't go through any major city that's why we're doing ski towns
I
and,
see.
so these
That
are
makes
all
sense.
fun places, and it's actually really fun to play the places adjacent to a
Yeah.
bigger city because
Yeah.
I think
They know,
you
and
get
then
more
because they don't
excited that you're coming to the
yeah, they don't get that love all the time, like, so it's
Yep.
nice when you can drive. Okay, last thing I wanna, because I always feel this is definitely important, like, what is your bass rig? Like, what do you play? Are you mad that I'm asking you this?
No, no, it's okay. The guys always make fun of me because 'cause they're like, "Nikki, you don't even know the words of what we're saying."
No,
What
I
was the other day, I was like I had gotten some new these, and I'm like,
uh-huh.
"Oh my gosh." I'm like, "Have you guys ever used noise canceling headphones?" I'm like, "This is amazing." And this
They're
was
like,
like
"What?"
2 days ago,
Right,
and they
right.
were like, "Are you in this came out like 20 years ago." They were doing And then Christopher was like, I always think I'm behind on technology till I talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay." Okay, so bass rig. What do you
Yeah.
wanna know? I think
Well,
I
like, what their preferred bass pedal, and maybe
okay.
an amp bass pedal.
I've been using the same amp for probably 24 of
That's
the
awesome.
I started with a Galen Kruger amp and then moved to an Ampeg 810.
Okay.
And then I've just been an SVT classic, and I've just been using that. Like, it's literally the same one
Okay, no,
that we're
that's great.
just
I mean, that means
using.
it works. It's working just fine.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think like we can't really take it out of the
Yeah.
crate it's in because it's like falling apart. Like you have to leave it in there. But it doesn't matter. I'm like, I don't need a new one. This one
Yeah.
sounds great. And
Yeah.
then I always play a Thunderbird on stage,
Yeah,
but
you
I call it
do.
a Thunder Giraffe because we have a little like we changed the logo and made it into a flying giraffe. But
Love it. Love it.
and then pedals. I have a woolly mammoth
Okay.
for like crazy distortion.
Okay.
Let's see if I can remember. I have a Ola pedal. I love Strymon. It's so great. One of the, dads at the elementary school that,
Uh-huh.
my daughters were going to, he works for Strymon, and he was like, "I can give you some pedals to try out." And I love them, and he's so cool. And then
Yeah.
um, we used to have bands come to the school, and then we would, do the sound together, like I was learning how to do
Oh, that's cool.
sound. But anyways, so I have Strymon, I have an Ola, and then see, this is the
I
part
mean,
where I'm
that's
like, "What's the name of" and
it's
then I have a Boss I have 2 Boss yellow
okay.
distortion pedals, and
Okay.
they're just set differently because the wreckage needed a new sound for this
Okay.
album, and
Okay.
then I use it. And then I have a compressor, but those aren't very exciting, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They hold
that's
its
trying to
own.
hold me down to
Yeah, it really is. It really
but I
is.
understand that they're needed. And then that's about it. Brian has upgraded his whole rig to a completely different system. But
No,
I
I
think it's
bet.
cute. He's held on to his DD3 now. He has that. So he still has some like
Some old
really
yeah.
cool
Yeah,
old
something
school like
slightly retro,
yeah,
slightly.
because that's what we made so much of our beginning sound on the DD3. So
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's
he loves so
interesting.
now it's good I'm happy he has that back. And I think those are all my pedals. I try
Those are
not
plenty. Those are
Yeah, no, no,
plenty.
no. I think that the bass shouldn't have a lot of pedals unless I'm
No, I don't think so either. I think it's either like it's just like either, level 1, level 2, and then if
Yeah.
you gotta go to the attic to smoke, then you go to the attic, but rarely do we
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
It's like 2 or 3 levels. That's it.
I thought it was really cute. I was listening to your this thing, what you're doing. What do you call this?
Interview?
Yeah, no, I was listening to you just do your blog, like, from a couple
Oh,
days
yeah,
ago.
just me, like, hanging out in my
Yeah,
studio?
which
Yeah.
I loved, which is the opposite of something that I would ever be able to do for
Oh, no, you froze.
your day, and
Oh, there you
I
are.
love that
You froze for a second.
I love that you wanted you're like, "I'm gonna have my husband do the bass on this because I don't"
Oh, yeah. No, I can't no, because I don't wanna do it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was laughing, and I love that you were just telling everyone, you're like, "This is what I don't wanna do,"
Yeah.
and
I'm doing all the other things, and this
yeah,
I wanna take a night off and hand it
and
to
I
him and be like,
admire that you're just, like, talking to people about it, and
"Thank
I
you."
think you're amazing, so
Aw, thank you,
thanks,
Nikki.
bye.
Well, this wraps this up perfectly.
Okay.
I love you so much. I know. Right in here, baby. I love
Bye.
you. Thank
Love you.
you.
So hopefully I'll get to see you before January is what
I know if there's any way we can
I
figure that out, we should. I mean, I'm going on a very small tour in June. I don't know if
Oh,
we'd ever overlap, but you never know. I'll look
that's
at your
so
dates and I'll look
great.
at mine. You never know.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you live. I've never seen you in your own element. I've seen you giving your element to
I know.
Joey's song,
I know.
and I'm excited to experience
Oh,
Sierra.
I know. Hopefully one day that does happen. Hey, well, right now it's just me and electric guitar and my pedals, and it's a
Oh, cool.
yeah. One day,
Okay, we're gonna
one
do
day.
this. Doing
All
it
right.
live. All right.
I
Okay, so
love
how do we
you.
say goodbye? I just X'd out.
I say goodbye
Okay, you
and I
cut me
push
off.
end and we just go, "Mwah, thank you so much." And thank you for everybody that showed up. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna make sure, let me see. Everyone's saying Nikki is the best. They love you. Everybody loves you.
I
You
used to
know
making
that.
that up. You're very kind.
Well, it's true. That's what people are saying. And
Oh,
I
well,
love
I
you
think you're
too.
good. I love you. Okay, all right. I'll just be here
Yeah.
waiting.
All right. Bye everybody. Bye. I love you, Nikki.
Bye. Love you. See you soon.
Bye, honey.